The sea was lying to everyone, or so it seemed. For centuries, sailors believed the ocean breathed like a living thing, swelling and retreating according to moods, gods, or unseen monsters beneath the waves. Harbors flooded without warning, ships grounded where water should have been. Lives were lost not to storms, but to timing, and no one could explain why. Until one man decided the sea was keeping a pattern. It's the late 1600s in England. The air smells of salt and tar, wooden docks groan under the weight of cargo and tide. Ships from across the world crowd the Thames, their crews living by instinct and superstition. High tide feels like chance, low tide feels like betrayal. Enter Edmond Halley, not a sailor by trade, but a relentless observer. Halley is already known for chasing comets across the sky, but now he turns his gaze downward, to the restless edge where land meets sea. While others see chaos, Halley sees repetition, numbers, time. He listens to dock workers complain about tides arriving too early or too late, and instead of shrugging, he writes it down. Every rise, every fall, hour after hour, port after port. This wasn't romantic science. It was cold, tedious, unforgiving work. Standing on windswept shores, consulting tide gauges carved into stone, comparing logs from sailors who barely agreed on the day of the week. But slowly, almost imperceptibly, something begins to emerge. The sea isn't random. Here's the rehook. The tide doesn't move the same way everywhere. Halley realizes that tides vary by location, by coastline shape, by distance from the open ocean. What seems unpredictable is actually layered, multiple rhythms overlapping, like gears inside a clock too large to see all at once. And above it all hangs the moon, quietly pulling. This was radical. For the first time, tides were treated not as maritime folklore, but as measurable, recordable cycles. Halley compiles tidal tables, some of the earliest ever created, turning survival into calculation. Harbors become safer, navigation becomes more precise. Humanity takes its first step toward predicting the ocean. The emotional climax isn't dramatic, but it's profound. Imagine standing on a dock at dawn, watching the water rise exactly when the numbers said it would. No prayer, no guesswork, just knowledge. The sea hadn't changed, but humanity had learned how to listen. And here's the quiet truth that lingers. By recording tides, humans proved that even the most ancient, untamable forces obey patterns. That nature isn't chaos, it's complexity. And if you observe long enough, patiently enough, the world will reveal its rules. If this story moved you, helped you see the ocean differently, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment with the moment that surprised you most. Your support helps this channel grow and helps more hidden stories like this reach the surface.